Hey y'all, welcome to an episode of Ms.J's Corner. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Of course, you know I'm finishing my process of my grief series that I did on my mom who passed on January 26th, that I'm doing on my mom who passed on January 26th of 2021. Today is January 22nd of 2022, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of finish what I've been doing and going over her story and what transpired up to her leaving. I had my hair down, y'all. Mm-hmm. Yes, girl, yes. I normally have my hair up, y'all, so or down up in the ponytail. I got some left here, y'all. Anyway, and I have on a shirt, which this is one of my mom's sweaters. Like I told y'all before, I'm probably the only one who can fit her clothes. So I have her sweater on today. So we're gonna go ahead and let me get started. So going back to the last time that we had recorded the video and things, it was speaking on the time right after she had the stroke and us making the decision not to let her take her to the hospital because we know she wanted to be around family. Now, during this time, like I said, a lot had transpired. We brought in hospice, and everything started going downhill from that time. Um, they were giving her hospice, you know, as a good outlet for people, but hospice is normally known for when the person is going to transition. So pretty much what they do is they prepare the family, they prepare the person on preparing to leave this plane. So pretty much that's what they did. We still tried to, and we wasn't trying, we was not giving up hope. You know, we was just trying to get that to help us in our process, you know, or us in preparing for whatever was to happen with my mom. As I always say, we did not know that this was going to like take as fast as it did or happen as fast as it did. During this time, I mean, after the stroke, she was pretty good, but we started noticing her health started to decrease more and more. Where she, like I told y'all before, where she could kind of get up and we would help her walk to the bathroom. It was getting to, she couldn't really get out the bed at all. Or like I would come in and my mom would say she had to use the bathroom and I would help her up. She'll be like, Joyce, you know, like I use the bathroom, and she tried to get up herself, couldn't get up, and I was just like, Mommy, just lean on me. Like, put all your weight on me, you know, and we're going to get to the bathroom. And at that point, when she would try to use the bathroom, she was able to, a couple of times, like, just sit down herself, and I'll just come back in the bathroom and pick her, help her off the toilet, wash her hands and things like that. But it started getting to a point where she couldn't even sit down without being able to get up, so she would have to use the bathroom, you know, standing. You know, it's different, you know, seeing your mom go through that, go through, like I told y'all before, a strong person that you know on your life to be strong, and then going deteriorating right in front of your eyes, and still trying to be good in spirits, and still trying to be like her joking self when she could. What I started doing when I would come in the room, you know, everyone says I look like my mom. They say I look like my mom, like in her younger days and things. And as we started getting older, but I would come in and I'll say, "Hey, mommy, your twin is here. Your twin is here, girl." And I'll be like, "You don't have to look at yourself," because she didn't want to look at herself in the mirror when she was able to stand up. You know, we were able to stand up. I would just say, Mommy, just look at me. Just look at me. You know, I'm your twin, so if you're going to want to look in the mirror, look at me, you know, and know that you're beautiful. You know, look at all your kids. Know that you're beautiful, you know. So, yes, twin. Yes, girl, look at me. And that's how I would walk in there. We had a lot of talks during that time frame. Me and my sisters, my mom made me and my sisters, me, Tika, and Keisha actually do a pinky promise with her that we would stay together and don't get divided throughout this process. So that's this picture right over here. She was in good spirits that day. You know, despite what was going on, I also, that was, remember I told you guys that she wanted us to put a bear together for the grandkids and things. So I'm gonna actually have a picture of the bear for y'all and listen to her audio. So here it is.
To my grandbabies, I love you so, so much. You will never know. You come from a strong line. Your heritage run deep. I love you. I love you. I love each and every one of you. I love you. My all of my mookie mooks, that's what y'all are. Even you, Marco, so don't even be playing. That's too much. I love you.
All right, so that's my mom. Again, that's not like who we knew her to be able to talk like. But as you can see, her speech started to deteriorate, or go down, or was slurred and things. And she was still able to, kind of joke, like have at the end, when she asked, "Is this good enough?" And it was. Um, Doing the same process now. Again, this is from about the 13th to the 26th. Let's even say like the 14th to the 26th. Me and my sister sing, so we sung with her. I ain't gonna play that video, but we sung with her. We sung to her. Um, she had little talks with me where she was just kind of just more so like, my dad had came over. I'm gonna tell this story, Daddy. If you watch this, I'm sorry, but my dad had came over, and she felt like he was blaming her for her situation or being in the situation, and she's just like, why would he say this? Why would he say that? He didn't apologize for how he treated me um, when we were together, and he never apologized for the cheating and things. And I'm just like, Mommy, at this point, like, what it is. You have to, that's not something you have to carry. You knew you was a good person to him when y'all were married. You can't carry that. That's something that he has to deal with, his own karma that he's going to have to deal with, his own issues that he's going to have to deal with. And when he's ready to deal with them, he'll deal with them. But that's something you can't carry on. And she was like, I know, Joyce, but it's still not right. And she was mad at my daddy that day. I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said, but I know that dropped her spirits, because even with my uncle, I love Uncle to death, but he, she didn't want to talk to him because she felt like whenever she would kind of talk about her health, it would be, well, you should have been doing this, or you need to do this, you need to do that. She wasn't in that situation where she could do like the things that they told her to do. She tried, she tried. I told y'all that she changed her eating. She went vegan. She was taking a tonic. Everything was decreasing, and was taking out what was growing in her face, causing the strokes and things. So that's where it was, and she didn't want to feel like, she wanted to hear people just keep on saying what you could have did, what you could have did, what can you do? Need to stop smoking this can't the cancer sticks, and could stop smoking the cigarettes or cigars and stuff. Like, she didn't want to go through that. She didn't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that when they're going through what they're going through at that time. So yeah, that's what goes on. Like I told y'all, I do have certain gifts and things, and again, if this is not what you guys are into, fast forward or don't even watch the video. You don't have to watch it. All right, you don't have to watch it. But I had a couple of instances where it was so weird. Like, I was laying in my bed. I was at home laying in my bed, and I was um, like going to sleep, and I can see my mom like standing in front of my bed, like, and it wasn't like, let me just go back. It wasn't like where she was in that state. Like it was like a younger state. She had her hair up, kind of, and like curls. Um, she was slimmer. I would say she probably was in between the age of like 20 and 30, you know, in the picture, if that. But she was standing in front of my bed, and I was just like, I didn't know what was going on. I said, I might be hallucinating. I might be seeing shit. Sorry. I might be seeing stuff right now. But I went back to sleep. I said, no, not today. I went back to sleep, you know, came back the next day, and I was like, Mommy, yo, your spirit came and saw me last night, was just standing in front of my bed. You know, was just standing in front of my bed. And she's like, really? I said, yeah. You know, and again, I can talk about this because even that day, you know, when my mom, she was just like, Joyce, I just want to know. That's what she said to me. I want to know, or I want you to know that I am so happy on where you are in your life now. And I've always known that you had these gifts. You know, I've always known that you were able to see different things and you was able to dream about different things, you know, but I didn't know how to deal with it, and I don't want you to be ashamed of it. I want you to continue to be you, you know. And then she tells her, she was like, I think I had some gifts too when I was young, and I saw somebody who was supposed to be dead walking. She was like, she said she was jealous. She saw somebody who was supposed to be dead walking up and down the stairs, and she was like, nope, this ain't real. This ain't real. So she was like, at that point, I was like, nope. You know what? I don't want to see nobody that's not here. You know, it's not here. She said she had the same situation with my grandmother, who had the same situation with my grandmother after my grandma passed. She said that she was laying in the bed, and something told her, your mom is sitting looking at you looking at you. She's at the door. Joyce, talk to me. And my mom was like, nope, I'm not looking at that door. Nope, I'm not looking at that door because she is not here. It ain't no reason for me to look at the door. I said, Mommy, you ain't want to look at the door? She said, no, I ain't want to see her. She wasn't here. She had already passed. I don't want to see her. Nope, I don't want to see nobody who's not there. You know, who there in the spiritual realm. So, you know, like I say, we had our good times during this process. We had our times where we were just having a good time and talking and just loving on her and her loving on us. So, to my understanding, she was able to, everybody, like I told y'all, we took shifts talking to her, or not talking to her, took shifts, spending the night sleeping in the room with her. So she had her times where she had her different messages that she needed to give out to her kids. So from what my sisters say, that everybody, she got that time to like kind of just talk to everybody, and just tell them, you know, explain different things to them, or to say what she needed to say to them. So that was important, you know, very important. Um, I ain't gonna really hold y'all too much longer. You know, I know the videos be long, y'all, so I'm sorry. The last piece I do want to say is, you know, and then I'll make another video. I might make it today. So if y'all see me in the same clothes, don't judge my life. But she was, there was one time where we were sitting there talking, and I watched, there was a movie on Netflix. It was called Life After Death, or I don't remember the name of the movie. I'm gonna have to go look it up. If I remember it, I'll put it up here. But or I find out, I'll put it up here. So, but in the movie, or it was a series, it talks about people who had near-death experiences and them seeing the light and them seeing what happens when people leave, you know, or no longer here. And you know, the people would be like, one lady, she had passed away. She was pronounced dead like for 30 minutes. other person with maybe 5, it was maybe this, but all their stories kind of coincide with everybody else. It was everything that everybody pretty much had the same experience and said their life changed afterwards. So one night we were sitting there, we were just having a conversation with my mom, and I had to stop. I was like, "Mommy, where have you?" Like and we were asking how does she feel about what's going on, and she was just like, um, "I feel like I'm ready to walk into my new life." She was just saying certain things like was blowing my mind because it was literally like some of the same things that people were saying when they were literally some of the same things people were saying in that series. Like I'm like blown away, and I'm like, "Mommy, how could you know this? Like that's the I watched that movie. I mean that series, and I'm like, yo, Mommy, you said." And I said, "Mommy, where have you been traveling? Where have you been traveling while you've been asleep?" And I'm sorry, y'all, but where have you been traveling while you've been asleep? And she's just like, "I don't know, but I'm just ready. It's gonna be so beautiful on the other side, and this and this, and I'm ready to walk into my new life. Even though I'm leaving this life, I'm gonna be walking into a new life, and it's gonna be so much different, and this and that." And for her to be going through that, I we I never, and I don't know if my other sisters had that experience ever. I've never heard my mom say anything like where she was fearing. Now she may have been scared, but she never let us know that she wasn't ready to leave, and I think that's kind of what helped us too, because it was kind of at that point that she was accepting, and she wasn't scared of passing away. Like she didn't want to leave her grandkids. She didn't want to leave her daughter. She still had plenty of life in her. Like I have her laptop, and I go cry today because I told you I ain't gonna be on here long. But I have her laptop, and her laptop is emails that she was sending out in December and January. Um, just emails that she's sending out, and in the emails she just said that other plans that she was wanting to have going on, and even though she knew what was going on, I think she still wanted to live, but she knew the time was coming. So that's been hard, but yeah, I'm gonna finish this episode. So um, I'm gonna be back a little bit later. I'll come back and drop another video and finish the last little couple of days and things and go from there. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Um, I'll catch y'all in a few.